In case you hadn't heard, you probably hadn't, today is World Oceans Day. I've got somebody here who's going to make sure you know. This is the day when we celebrate conservation of the high seas and just raise awareness of a lot of the challenges it's facing and how spectacular the whole thing is. So organizations across 150 countries, this is not like a national thing, this is global. 150 countries are going to participate in spreading advocacy, preservation for oceanic resources. Doesn't matter how old you are, anybody can help spread awareness for the ocean and its marine creatures, and you don't have to be on the other side of the planet, because we found Daniel Kim right here in Hillsborough. And Daniel wrote a book. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for waking up early and coming down to be with us.
Good morning. What a beautiful day to start out World Ocean Day.
Yes, it is. I want to start out with what I think the best part of this whole thing is, and I'm just going to let you say it. Tell us all the title of the book you've written.
Well, I wrote a book called The Whale Who Refused to Poo.
So right away, you know your audience, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is geared towards kids, obviously. This is your peers, and I think you knew how to draw them in with a great title like that, The Whale Who is Afraid to Poop. So a little bit of context is necessary on this first of all. At 14 years old, this became the inspiration for you because of what?
Well, The Whale Who Refused to Poo is actually just a sequel book in a long list of books that I started out when I was much, much younger. And I started writing these books because I visited the San Diego Zoo and saw a bunch of animals that were going extinct every single day. And the specific animal that I saw was the white rhino. And I thought, what a majestic creature to go extinct, to never be seen again by the rest of the world. And from then on, I just kind of wanted to put my words out there, kind of wanted to write something to show other people like what's going on. And The Whale Who Refused to Poo is just one thing in a long list of things that I've been doing to kind of try and do that.
And this one's, now I was just talking to your mom, this one's published like going across the board. You can get it on Amazon, right, Mom? This book's available on Amazon. So here's your chance to pitch this. The title's great. Tell me a little bit about the storyline and why you would have made whales poo the focus of this.
Well, I was just trying to think of a new book idea, like, hey, what can I do? And I was like, I probably want something that's a little bit humorous to kind of draw my fellow peers and my kids. And I was like, hey, what about a whale who refused to poo? We were learning about this in biology class, and I was like, hey, this is so funny. Like, something as whimsical as pooping is so fundamentally important in the environment that the whales are a part of. And I just kind of thought of this idea, since whales are an animal that kind of learns from his parents. Like, hey, this whale who kind of got orphaned, and he's trying to find his way in life, and he's just a little embarrassed, as most people are, to kind of poop in front of his peers.
Yes.
And throughout this journey, readers and the whale kind of get to experience why pooping is so important.
And I'll just give you the quick takeaway on that. There's nitrogen in that stuff.
Yeah.
And it turns out whales are big. They're putting a lot of poop in the ocean. We reduced whales' numbers a lot, and we were losing a lot of that poop in the ocean. People didn't know this until recently. That nitrogen then gets absorbed by phytoplankton, which rely on it. They then die, and they fall as marine snow and store all that carbon on the bottom of the ocean. So you're raising awareness on an important topic that most people have no clue about, and you're doing it in a fun way. I hope this book does very well for you, and thanks for setting an example.